guys, how you doing? This is your boy TJ Hines. Y'all know me better as Mrflipperhouse. Today is Monday, June 23rd, exactly 11:43 a.m. in the morning, and I have a very busy day today. I am overwhelmed with meetings back to back. Matter of fact, I just came back from a really good meeting. I'm actually in the process of raising private capital, about to get my rehab portion of aspect of real estate investing going. Looking to start doing probably anywhere between 2 to 3 rehabs every quarter, and this is one of the reasons right now I'm in the process of raising private capital. But I decided just to go ahead and shoot a little video today and answer some questions that have came in over the past couple days. I don't have much time to answer all of the questions, so I picked out 3 questions that I felt could possibly help that person and of course whoever else may be listening in on this video. So just to go ahead and get right into it, because time is very short for me. I actually have a meeting at 1 o'clock. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia right now. As you guys know, this is the second market that I do a lot of flipping in, as well as Tampa, Florida. So just to go ahead and get right into it, the first question is this, and the subject is flipping from China. Flipping from China, guys. Hi, I wanted to send you this question because I am trying to flip houses while living in China. I moved here a year ago and I find it extremely difficult to do any flipping. I am able to do the marketing side and get the leads. However, the challenge is that I am not able to talk to sellers. This is because the phone connection is not good and the 12-hour time difference is an issue. Other than me moving back to the US, what are your thoughts? And this is by Real Estate Rolling. Real Estate Rolling, I appreciate you reaching out to me, putting all your trust and faith in me, and hopefully I can give you an answer that can lead you to the promised land. I would definitely say that you can definitely do this from China. You're just going to have to be able to correspond to the time difference. So you know, if it's a 12-hour time difference, for instance, if it's nighttime over there and it's morning here, then you may want to wait until the morning to start talking to sellers your time. So that way it would be evening time over here. You know, I've had better success of getting in contact with sellers, homeowners, after 5 p.m. Eastern United States time. And that usually gives the sellers or the homeowners time to get off work, come home, get settled, or what have you. You know, you can't call someone, you know, 11 a.m. your time in China and then expect for them to be available 11 p.m. their time here in the United States. One thing that I would highly suggest you do is sign up for a Skype account, a free Skype account, and you can be able to communicate fairly well with anyone who you may be interested in doing business with, you know, as far as talking to sellers, homeowners, seeing if you can get the property under contract to go ahead and flip that deal. That's what I would honestly do. Go ahead and sign up for Skype. And you can also get a Google Voice account number as well, which is free. All you have to do is go to Google, open up a Gmail account if you don't have one, and go ahead and get you a Google Voice number under that particular account. So this way you have 2 means of communicating back and forth while you're in a totally different country. I actually talk to investors in different countries through Skype, and I generally do not have a problem. There may be a lag from time to time, but it's really not that bad, and I'm able to communicate back and forth very clearly and understand you know, what they are trying to you know, tell me at that particular time, whatever we may be talking about. So I would say use a Skype account and get yourself a Google Voice account. You don't have to move back to the States to flip. properties in the States. Actually, my business partner has a student that was in, I believe, Argentina or Australia, and they ended up flipping a couple properties from overseas down in Miami, Florida. So this business can definitely be done. You just have to use the proper resources that's going to allow you to communicate with sellers back and forth without a bad phone connection. So hopefully I've been able to answer that question, and you can start using those resources in your business to help you further yourself along. So what we're going to do is go ahead and move on to the next question. And let me see here. Okay. Alright. And this is by TB Entertainment LLC. How you doing, TB Entertainment? The subject is price to seller. What's going on? My name is Darren, and I first would like to say that you're an awesome person who gives valuable info to newbies like myself. Sorry about that, and I appreciate that, Darren. My question is, once you get comps for your property to get an estimated ARV, what is the formula you use to get the property under contract with room to make a profit? Well, to be quite honest with you, in wholesaling, you want to keep this as simple as possible, and I believe I answered this in a video entirely by itself. You can probably go on my YouTube page at youtube.com/Mrflipperhouse and find this particular subject, and I made a video on it just for that subject, but I'm going to go ahead and answer the question here briefly, Darren. You want to keep wholesaling as simple as possible. Don't get caught up in all the formulas and ARV and stuff like that. Now, how you're going to be able to find out, what you could possibly sell this property for and what you can get it for is, of course, by running the comps. So if you see that properties in the particular area where you're interested in possibly wholesaling that property that you have, the comps on that property are going anywhere from 30 to 35,000 in the condition, same condition that your property is in, and then you probably want to be somewhere around the $15,000 range. You want to give yourself at least enough room to go ahead and put that property under contract where you can build enough spread to market that property to an end buyer, and then of course get it sold for a profit. Now, if properties are only selling for $30,000-$35,000 in the same condition that yours is in, then you can't sell that property. You can't get that property under contract for $30,000 or $35,000. You have to get that property under contract for significantly lower than that. So you want to try to get that property under contract for $15,000, $10,000, as low as you can get it. And never be afraid to go ahead and throw a low offer out there, because we're investors. And sellers, homeowners know that investors are in this business to make money. And 95 to 99% of us do not pay retail value for properties. So you may want to be upfront and just kind of let them know, hey, look, I'm not here to waste your time. I do not pay retail value for properties. I'm an investor. I have to be able to get this property at a good enough price where it's going to allow me to profit. If I have to buy properties at retail value, then that's not going to allow me to profit in the deal. And of course, if I'm buying retail properties at retail value, then that's not going to allow me to have a sustainable business. I probably won't be in business right now. So just be upfront, because your time is very valuable, as well as the seller's time, who you may be dealing with, and just kind of let them know, hey, what is the lowest amount that you're willing to accept on this property? And then, if they throw a number out there, then you take that number and do your research, run your comps, and see if that number will work for you. If not, then you come back with a number that will work for you and see if you guys can come to an agreement. But don't get caught up in using formulas, because we're not doing any work on the property, guys. It is the end buyer's responsibility to do their own due diligence on the property, to make sure that whatever price you guys agree on is going to work out for them. So don't worry about getting caught up in all the formulas. Keep it simple just by running comps, seeing what properties are selling for in the same condition that yours is in, and then of course you want to go ahead and try to get that property under contract at a very significant lower price than what you actually need to try to sell it for to make a profit. So I appreciate you sending your question in. I appreciate you putting your trust and faith in me, and hopefully you can move forward with the answer or the knowledge you have now concerning this topic, to go ahead and start putting tons of deals under contract and profiting from them. Moving on to the next question, and this will be the last question because I'm running short on time, guys, but I will get to the rest of your questions as soon as I have time, okay? So let's see here what we have. We have a short sale question. Now, I do specialize in the pre-foreclosure foreclosure market as well, so let's see if I can help this person out here. Okay, alright, so this is a little bit of a personal question, so I'm going to leave this name anonymous, but I'm going to go ahead and read this email off. I currently have a two-family property or a multi-family property in Cleveland, Ohio that I live in. My mortgage payment is current, but I am ready to move on, and the bank has been no help. And I will tell you that the banks usually are no help. I am upside down in the property and want to say, screw them. Drag out an imminent foreclosure, save some money, and move. The property may be worth about a half of what I owe. Pretty much everything can use an update, and the porch on the second floor needs an extensive immediate repair. I would prefer a short sale, but again, the bank will only listen to me when I stop making mortgage payments. Any suggestions, or should I stick to plan A above? Well, guys, this question here is actually a good question, and this is something that I come across a lot in the pre-foreclosure market. If you are current with your mortgage payments, the bank doesn't want to hear anything about you can't make the payment. It's just like you said here in the email. They're not going to give you the time of day if you're current with your mortgage. They will only start to listen to you if you fall behind on your mortgage payments. Now, as we all know, if you do want to do a short sale, which is of course much better than a foreclosure, and foreclosure laws work differently in different states. For instance, down here in Florida, there's all kind of stipulations that happen or that will happen against homeowners, or legal things that will happen against homeowners if the lender decides to foreclose on their property. The laws here may be different in Florida from Ohio, where you're actually located. So I would actually reach out to a short sale specialist and have them educate you on, what will happen if the bank forecloses on my property opposed to me short selling it. And short sale, 9 times out of 10, is probably the best way to get out of your property. Even if you are current with your mortgage, if you feel like you can't make the payments anymore, then you could still do a short sale on your property. You just have to reach out to a short sale specialist and delegate that work to them, so you're not contacting the bank personally, because the bank doesn't want to hear something that is not corresponding to their own lingo. So if you're not an expert in the short sale market or the pre-foreclosure market, outsource that work just like I do. I have a short sale negotiator. I don't have time to sit back and go back and forth between the banks about price. That's a whole nother separate job. At that point, I probably would just be working minimum wage. So I outsource that work to an expert in that particular field. and you know, she goes back and forth with the banks daily, beating them up on price, getting them down to a number where it's going to be efficient enough for us to profit on the deal once we get an approval from the bank. So I would say outsource that and see how they can help you. But yeah, you're absolutely right. The banks are not going to want to hear you out if you're current on your payments. But the last thing that you do want to do is experience a foreclosure, because you're going to take a very big hit on your credit. And I know down here in Florida, if you were to incur a foreclosure on your property, then you won't be able to purchase another piece of real estate for the next 7 years, and you may be held reliable for the remaining, balance of your mortgage that is actually due on that property. So any lender in the state of Florida can sue you up to 3 to 5 years for that remaining balance on your mortgage. So if you get your property foreclosed on, you're moving on with your life thinking it's all over with, well, you get a knock at your door being subpoenaed to show up in court for the remaining balance of your mortgage. Now that's how it works in Florida. You may want to find out how it works in Ohio. I'm not sure, because I'm not based in Ohio, and the regulation foreclosure laws work differently from state to state. So yeah, you know, if you want to get out of the property that bad, you know, you can stop making payments, and the foreclosure process takes some time as well. I know down here in Florida, sometimes it may take 2 to 3 years for the lenders to actually foreclose on the property. We've known people to actually rent those properties out and get money to help with their moving costs, or people actually just live in the property while they're in the process of doing a short sale. And as we know, of course, short sales take, you know, are not an overnight process as well too. Sorry about that. So, you know, short sales take quite a bit of time. I've had short sales that closed out in 3 months, 4, 5, 6 months, even all the way up to a year, year and a half. So if you want to do a short sale, you can still stay in the property. You don't have to move out right away, and that way you continue to save your money for future relocation costs. So hopefully, you know, I was very detailed in my answer here that I was able to provide to you. I appreciate you, number one, for reaching out to me with this question, knowing that this is a very sensitive topic, and putting your trust and faith in me that I will deliver the correct answer that you need in order to proceed forward with any decision that you may make regarding your home that you're actually living in. So that's it for today, guys. Hopefully everyone got something from this video who is tuned in watching right now. I need you guys to do me a very big favor. Comment on the video, like the video. If you have any questions regarding any topic that you may have, feel free to reach out to me at info@Mrflipperhouse.com. Send your inquiries or your questions in right away. I won't be able to get to them right away, unfortunately, but I will get around to them and answer them when I have time. Another favor I need you guys to do for me is go ahead and click the button above me, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and because you don't want to miss out on certain topics that I may be covering that can help you out, not only in your real estate business, but maybe even in your personal life as well too. This is your boy TJ Hines, Mr. Flipperhouse. Be sure to stop by my blog, Mrflipperhouse.com. Download my ebook, which has tons of downloads and tons of great reviews on it. People are using those strategies in that ebook to get out there and start making some real money in real estate. And by the way, it's free. F-R-E-E, free. Alright, so this is your boy TJ Hines, Mr. Flipperhouse. I'm glad you guys tuned in with me today. I'm out of here. I'm about to get ready to go flip me some houses in ATL. Peace.